Trump plans to issue an executive order designating fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction. Oh, boy. Per copy of executive order reviewed by me. Source at state speculates purpose is to designate cartels as terrorist orgs / justify military operations in Mexico and Canada. Okay. Can we see the draft EO? Hope this is real, otherwise I'll feel like a fool. You see the news about the USS Gravely being deployed to the Gulf of Mexico? No, I didn't. Flexing? Or getting ready to shell Mexico? We'll see, I guess. The authority invested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, including the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, etc., etc. I, Donald J. Trump, President of the U.S. of A., find that the sustained influx of synthetic opioids such as illicit fentanyl have profound consequences on our nation, including by killing approximately 200 Americans per day, putting a severe strain on our healthcare system, ravaging our communities, and destroying our families. Synthetic opioid overdose is the leading cause of death for people 18 to 45 in the U.S., which is crazy. The flow of illicit fentanyl into the U.S. through illicit distribution networks has created a national emergency. Immediate action is required to address this national crisis, and finally end this unsustainable crisis. Kind of redundant language there. I hereby determine and order. Section 1, as President of the United States, my highest duty is the defense of the country and its citizens. I will not stand by and allow our citizens to be poisoned by illicit drugs from other countries that are flooding into our country, having our law trampled upon our communities ravaged and our families destroyed. Accordingly, I declare fentanyl to be a weapon of mass destruction as defined in 50 U.S.C. Section 2902. I am enjoying the post, but I'll get to this later. Within 14 days of the date of this order, the Attorney General and the Secretary of Homeland Security shall take all appropriate action in consultation with the Secretary of State to make operational recommendations to implement this order. Nothing in this order shall be construed to impair or otherwise affect the authority granted by the law. Legalese. Okay. The source speculates the purpose is a combination of designating fentanyl cartels as terrorist organizations and creating justification for conducting military operations in Mexico and Canada. It'll be used domestically as justification for rounding up homeless encampments and deporting drug users who are not citizens. Okay. Well, that's cool. Invasion of Mexico just weeks away. I mean, if you right now, the legal pretext under the Alien Enemies Act is that he can invoke it specifically against people who are from Tren de Aragua because that's been designated a terrorist organization. But this designation might mean like a lower bar for, like, you could just throw it out across the board, you know? Basically anyone, Canada, Latin America. I don't know, guys. Seems bad. Like, potentially really bad? I'd like to see some other reporting on this. Right now, it's just in the handbasket. From 2 hours ago. All information except text. For H.R. 128, fentanyl is a WMD act. Oh, looks like this was introduced in the House back in the 3rd of January, but hasn't gone anywhere. Well, I guess that's an indication, you know? No one's covering this? Well, if this actually was leaked, it only happened 2 hours ago. Or it was only published 2 hours ago from the person to whom it was leaked. So they're going to raid the hospitals and clinics now? No, they said illicit fentanyl. Don't ever get it into your head that they intend to apply these rules with any consistency. Just think of what they want to do and how this allows them to do it. They want an excuse to invade Canada. I don't think they really want to invade Canada. I think that they want to destabilize as much as possible leading up to it, though. But God only knows, right? Dog who's chasing the truck. Hassan moment. Yeah, we'll see if we start lining troops up on the border. Apparently, Trump constantly talks about annexing Canada to his staffers. Canadians and Republicans alike are confounded as Trump increasingly links a trade war to his push to annex America's northern border. Well, that's cool. No clue where that's coming from. There isn't exactly a groundswell of support for the idea. I genuinely think that he's just rolling with it because he likes the fact that he gets applause for saying something audacious. I genuinely think that's the reason. I don't think there's any broader game. Like, this is permitted and enabled because it contributes to the destabilization and the pulling of America from the rest of the Western world, which is a goal of the administration. But as for like specifically invading Canada, I just think Trump likes being able to say really audacious shit and get away with it. No, his brain's just cooked. Well, that's part of it. It's good television. It is good television,